Hi! Today I'm starting a new video series called Presenting Prince Products. In this series, I'll feature reviews and comparisons of Prince products. Thankfully, with the help of a friend, he'll be doing all the work. Alright, let's go inside. Alright, so before we get into this new video series, I thought I should share with you a brief history of my early beginnings with Prince. It all started in 1976 when I first saw this racket. It's called the Prince Classic if you weren't born back then. And people thought you were cheating if you're using this racket. It's a 110 head size made out of aluminum, but eventually it caught on, and a year later I switched. One of the pros that made this racket popular was Pam Shriver. Then Prince came out with this racket. It's called the Prince Woody. Now prior to the Prince Classic, I was using a wood racket. So when this came out, I had to switch to it. I thought it was a perfect combination of traditional wood with the technology of oversized. It even had some graphite inlays to reinforce the head. When it was strung with natural gut, it was the ultimate combination. It was also over 13 ounces in weight. Then eventually I switched to my first graphite racket, but it wasn't the Prince original graphite with the crossbar. It's called the Prince Comp. And what drew my attention to this racket was its very sleek look. It had a rounded beam, unlike the box beam construction, and it looked very modern back then. I felt like it swung through the air very quickly, and it helped my game look more sleek. Then there were a lot of graphite rackets along the way, but fast forward to today, this is my current racket, and yes, it does have a crossbar. So this racket is called a Phantom 100G. It came out a couple years ago, and when I first saw this racket, I fell in love with it, and I had to get it. It's the old school traditional look and feel, enhanced with the modern technology. Alright, I gotta share a couple more rackets with you. Now I didn't play with this racket, but I thought it was very unique looking. And some of you might know this racket. It's called the Prince Mono, and you'll notice it's kind of a throwback to the old wood racket with the mono shaft. Now here's a trivia question. What former #1 player played with this racket? Alright, so I have one more racket, and this is the limited edition Bryan Brothers racket. So this is what they played with towards the end of their career when they were still with Prince. So you can see it has a special paint job. It's kind of this gold champagne color, but it's actually a racket that they were playing with throughout their career when they were playing with Prince. So do you know what racket that is? So what's cool about this racket is that they only made 999 of these frames. And if you take a look at that, check that out. Yeah, so if you want to check out this racket in person, I have it hanging up in my shop. Now let's get into presenting Prince products. What partly inspired this video series was I was receiving comments from viewers asking me to review Prince products. Now you can see how passionate I am about the brand, so I felt like I would give a slightly biased opinion. But then I found out my friend, Kent Okamura, he's a coach and a league player, but he also started a YouTube channel, and he's based out of Hawaii, called Open Court. So I asked him to review a couple of Prince rackets, the Tour 100 and the Tour 100P, and he did a video, so I'll provide that link down below. So I hope you check out Ken's video on these two Prince rackets, along with other video reviews on his channel. And if you'd like to support him, please subscribe. He does a great job in providing detailed information and has good insight on his product reviews. Now going back to my Prince passion, don't get me wrong, I believe that all racket manufacturers make good rackets. It's a matter of finding the right one within their product lineup to fit the player. However, if you're interested in trying a Prince racket and you live in the state of Hawaii, I do offer a custom demo program where I'll consult with you, figure out the racket, your string setup, I'll even custom string it for you, then I'll mail it out. I believe in the ultimate experience where you feel what you get and you get what you feel. Thanks for watching. But wait, Kent just posted another review on the new ATS Tour 98. Now there's a lot of buzz about this racket, and it was highly anticipated because of its head size and has never been in their racket line before. So I hope you check that out. Thanks for watching. Play with Prince and let your strings play.